Hey, this is a Christmas-themed video, not a Halloween. Well, then again, sometimes they can collide with each other. Hey everyone, welcome to the ranking, and welcome to my ranking of the good Christmas horror movies. Yes, I know in October I did all my horror-themed videos, my Halloween-themed videos, and in October I was going to do a video about Christmas horror films, but I thought I'd save that for the Christmas season because, again, Christmas and stuff, and everyone wanted me to do this. This was a very highly recommended video for me to do, the top 10 best Christmas horror movies out there and stuff, and I haven't seen enough of them to make a top 10 list, but I thought I'd watch a bunch of Christmas horror movies so I can make that top 10 list happen, and I watched a lot, quite a few, and still, I have not seen enough Christmas horror movies to make a top 10 list because I watched a lot of them and they were awful. Just god fucking awful. Really stupid, hokey movies. Some I watched and they were very entertaining films, but a lot of them were really bad. I watched the Jack Frost one, the Silent Night, Deadly Night and stuff. I watched quite a few of them and they were really, really stupid. One was called Christmas Evil and really dumb, really stupid movies, and I know there's still a lot I have to watch and stuff, but from what I've seen, I've only seen 6 good Christmas horror movies. Yes, I know there's more out there, but I've only seen 6, and I'm going to rank these 6 films from my least favorite to my favorite. Yes, this is the ranking of the good Christmas horror movies. Maybe next year, when I watch more of these really bad ones, I'll do a top 10 worst Christmas horror films. That'll probably be next year, but I'm going to be just ranking the good ones, the ones I've seen. Yes, there might be more out there. I just haven't seen it yet, but these are the 6 Christmas horror films I actually do enjoy. So yeah, let's talk about them, shall we? Here's my ranking of all the good Christmas horror movies, in my opinion, from my least favorite to my favorite. Alright, coming in number 6 is 2015's Krampus. Krampus is a very delightfully entertaining film. I did a review of this in 2015. I have a review of it. I can leave a link down below if you want to watch it. But my quick thoughts, it's a very entertaining film. There's some dark comedy. There's some silliness to it. You got Toni Collette. You got Adam Scott in the film. You got a really cool design on Krampus. The practical effects. The minions look really cool. Some of the characters are a bit stock and a little cheesy, but I still think it's a very delightfully entertaining horror film. It's not scary, but it's got thrills, it's got decent atmosphere at times, it has that Christmas charm and that Christmas spirit. It tried very hard to be this generation's Gremlins, and it's nowhere near as good, but it's still a fun, enjoyable Christmas horror film, and I liked it. I do watch this now during the Christmas season. I do like it more than I originally did. I still gave it, I think, a positive review. I think I gave it a 7 out of 10, but it's more a 7.5 now. It's got its problems, it's got its flaws, it's not an amazing film, but it's entertaining and I like it. Coming number 5 is Rare Exports. This is another one I talked about last year in very underrated Christmas films and stuff. This is a disturbing, dark film, and it is weird and bizarre. This is basically if Santa Claus was evil. It takes place in where does it take place? Alaska? I think it's Alaska or Antarctica. I don't fucking know. Somewhere in the north, actually, does it take place near the North Pole? Whatever. I forget the setting of this film, but it's about these people. They all know what Santa Claus is. He's evil and stuff. His elves are evil and stuff. He kidnaps people and kills them and stuff. And we find out who Santa Claus is. It's really weird and creepy. It's about this little kid and stuff. And he wants to actually celebrate the Christmas holidays, but his dad is kind of an asshole and stuff. And there's a lot of weird shit in this film. It is a dark, very disturbing, hard R-rated film. It is darkly comedic at times. There is some very funny scenes and stuff. There's a lot of creativity. It's very fresh and very original. This is a very different and very out there story, and you can't help but admire it. It's a very well-directed film. The actors do a good job. It is bizarre and weird, and it's not going to be for everyone, but I certainly enjoyed it. Coming number 4 is A Christmas Horror Story. Yes, A Christmas Horror Story. This is another one that it's just batshit out there. Most Christmas horror movies are just fucking out there, and this is right fucking out there. It has William Shatner, it has Santa Claus, it's got Krampus, it's got evil elves. This is a very hard movie to talk about. All I gotta do is just recommend it. Yeah, go check this one out. This is a very weird, fucked up movie. It is hilarious, but just bizarre and just messed up and dark, and I kind of loved it, actually. I thought it was pretty enjoyable. I enjoyed the performances. I enjoyed just how crazy this movie got. Scene after scene, this movie just got more and more insane. The insanity in this film is just awesome. It's dark, it's violent, it's disturbing. It is a straight fantasy horror film during the Christmas season, and it's well worth your watch. If you're a horror fan, definitely check it out. Coming number 3 is the original Black Christmas. Black Christmas. This is what started it all. This was like one of the very first like stalker kind of movies. This like, the one man stalking the people, stalking the babysitter, or this one stalking the sorority house and stuff. And yeah, this is a dark and disturbing and very just unpleasant film, and it's a Canadian film. Yay! This movie inspired a lot of like stalker kind of horror films like Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer, and of course Halloween and everything. And this is a damn good film. It's a very well constructed film, very well directed. It's got the very low budget feel, but it works for the style and the tone of the film. It's very atmospheric. It's got great performances. It's got Margaret Kidler, yes, before Superman. She's in this movie. This serial killer, what makes him scary is when you never see his face. You never see him. You see his eyes and he's fucking creepy. All you hear is his voice, and he just says the most disgusting, most disturbing things, and it's just off-putting as shit, and he is just a terrifying villain. He's a very scary movie character. He's a very scary movie villain and stuff, and because you never know who he is and stuff, and you never find out. Spoilers, you never find out who he is and stuff. He makes all these calls, he kills all these people, and he gets away with it. You never see who he is, you never see what he looks like, and he gets away with it at the end. And it is, it's a good movie. It's got some hokey acting. Not all the performances are great, not all the characters are compelling, but it is a very creepy, atmospheric film, and it is a horror film I do pop on every Christmas and enjoy watching. The remake sucked the big ass, but this one was great. Coming number 2 is this year's Better Watch Out. Better Watch Out it's so good. This is so good. This was such a good movie. I'm so glad I watched it. So many people recommended this movie to me. I watched it about a month ago and friggin' loved it. This movie came out around the same time as The Babysitter. The Babysitter I also watched. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I know a lot of people loved it. I thought it was fine. This I really enjoyed. I got into this one. I gotta say this though. If you're gonna watch this movie, don't watch the trailers. The trailers spoil the whole movie, and I thought that's what the movie was about. Actually, that's really the twist of the film, and the trailers just spoil the twist. And so yeah, I don't want to talk too much about this movie. Just go watch it. Just watch it and avoid all the trailers. Just look at the synopsis, and that's it. This is a really good movie. The reason I'm not spoiling this one is because it just came out this year, and I know a lot of people haven't seen it. Go check it out. It is basically about this babysitter. She's babysitting this kid who has a crush on her and stuff. But then someone breaks in the house and she has to defend herself with the kid. But then you find out something. There's a big twist and stuff. And the movie just gets darkly comedic and just flat out more disturbing than I thought it would. And there's a Home Alone joke, and it's a very dark, disturbing Home Alone joke. And it's a very vulgar film. And it's a really well done film, though. It's really good. It's got interesting characters, enjoyable characters, and it's got a really good ending. I love how this movie ends. It ends with this. I don't want to explain this, but this is how the movie ends. It's really great, and yeah, I love this movie. I thought it was a really great film. One of my favorite horror films of this year, and definitely one of my favorite Christmas horror films ever. It's so good. And my number 1 favorite Christmas horror movie is, what else would it be? It's Gremlins. Of course it's Gremlins. It's Gremlins. I love it. Joe Dante's Gremlins. I've talked about this movie. This was even in my best Christmas movies. This is one of my favorite Christmas films of all time. I love freaking Gremlins. I love these characters. I love Phoebe Cates. I love Gizmo. I love the main character, Billy. I love his father, his crazy inventor father. I love his mother that she fucking kills a fucking gremlin in a microwave. That's freaking badass. I love all these characters. I enjoy this movie. I love the practical effects. I love, what's his name? Stripe. He's a great villain. Gizmo's the most adorable fucking thing ever. I love this movie. Corey Feldman's in it. He's even good. I don't know why, but he is. This is just a great, awesome film. It's an awesome movie. It takes place during the Christmas season. A boy gets a present from his father. It's a mob boy. Then he doesn't follow the rules because you don't feed them after midnight. You don't get them wet and stuff. But of course, he breaks the damn rules and unleashes the gremlins on this town. And it's great. The score is great. The direction's great. The performances are great. It's funny. It's enjoyable. It's dark. It's creepy. It's unsettling. It's absolutely amazing. It's hands down the best Christmas horror film I've ever watched. So yeah, that was my ranking of all of my favorite Christmas horror films. It's not a top 10. It's more of a top 6. But yeah, those are the only good Christmas horror films I've ever seen. There might be more out there. Recommend them to me in the comment section below. There might be more I need to watch and stuff, and maybe I'll improve upon the list when I watch more good ones. Definitely next year I'll do a top 10 worst Christmas horror films because there's a lot of bad ones. But anyways, in the comment section below, please tell me, did you agree with this ranking? If not, give me your ranking of all your favorite Christmas horror films in your opinion, from your least favorite to your favorite. Comment below, let me know. And as always, for this video, please subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.